your job. How much different is it to how it was 10 years ago when you were kind of at Barcelona? Are the characters of the players now changed completely? You've got
No. Characters are quite similar, the same. Competitors are competitors. The nice guys are nice guys. The egos are the same. The only difference is social media. Now is more popular, everything. Before, nobody knows what the players did inside the room, outside. Now everybody knows everything.
How much more difficult does that make it for, not only for you, but all managers to keep across everything?
But years ago they were human beings. They are human beings too, right now. So with fears, with the good things, bad things. So it's quite similar. Now is everything, the medias are more involved. So 10 years ago, nobody expected to make a documentary to know what happened inside of the locker room, and we did a documentary what happened inside the locker room. So now everybody is more outside what happened inside, so you have to adapt, but human beings are the same. It was the same before than now.
Hi Pep, Sam Lee from Goal. Obviously we talk and we ask a lot about Phil Foden, and I know I did a lot the other night after the Oxford game, but there's also Raheem as well, and he's got the same opportunities. He's in the first team as well. How do you see his progress over the last year or so and his prospects at the moment?
Well, Brahim plays so good the first half. He has a lot of courage every time he got the ball, was so aggressive, was with mentality to attack. He played good combination with Alex and David. Unfortunately, he was injured, but we thought it was more dangerous than really is. So that's nice. So Brahim is a special guy. When play behind the striker is so dangerous. In the preseason, we play against Bayern Munich at home. We play in United States. He played behind the striker and played really well. So he's a big talent. So hopefully we can get the minutes. He deserves to play.
And again, speaking about Phil, you mentioned he's happy to stay generally with his contract, but with Raheem's contract, it's not quite that simple, is it? Do you know anything about that?
No. It's the same with when I spoke with him about the contracts. I'm not involved. The club asked me my opinion about them, the players. I said, I like or I don't like, or we have to continue or that. But after, it's a decision of the club.
But that contract situation hasn't had any effect on training or performances or attitude or anything like that?
Today the players are so professional. So they are not too much involved about the future, because they know if they want a better future here or outside of here, they have to play bay every single day. So if the players expect I'm going to get a better contract outside, or we're going to go in a better place in the future, when they here doesn't play, they are not get a good contract in the future in another place. So they know that, and every day is like a final for them. They have to live that profession in that way, because it's a short profession. I can be manager until 75 years old. They cannot play until 75 years old. So it's a short career and they have to use it.
And about Mendy and his importance to the side, obviously at the start of the season, the Arsenal game, Huddersfield in particular and Newcastle here, you tried a lot of different things tactically compared to last season. But without Mendy in the last couple of weeks, it's been kind of similar to how it was last season with Delph and Leroy. How important is it for you to get Mendy back as soon as possible in terms of evolving the team tactically?
A lot. When a guy come here, stays 7 months injured, or arrive here, play 2-3 games, and after 1 month injured, it's always a problem. Always a problem to be involved in the way we want to play, the meetings, and correct the mistakes that every single game happen. That's why it's so important. But he's injured again. Hopefully, can be the last.
When do you actually expect him to be back?
So I don't know. I think soon, but I don't know.
Just on Phil again, Pep. He spoke after the game at Oxford about feeling anxious that he'd not got that first goal. What will that first goal do to improve, to help his development?
For a statistic, is nice, but I think Phil was not the best performance in Oxford game he has done, but it was so important because he was involved in the 3 goals, and that is not bad. But I think it has something to improve. But he's a guy who has the skills to get it. He's intelligent, he's smart, and I think when we showed him what he has to do, he got it quick. So, but he's 18, 19 years old. and still have a lot of things. But what I'm most satisfied the most is the fact we can count on him, definitely, anytime, everywhere, and that is the most important thing. For a guy for 19 years old, it's not easy to find it.
Hi Pep. Raheem Sterling has already come up with a few goals and assists this season. What have you made of his performances compared to last season?
I think it's higher. My feeling now, right now, is more mature than last season. I like it.
And in terms of what he's contributing to the team, I mean, how much
Yeah,
more can he give?
Yeah, but sometimes it's about the statistics, how many goals, but how he produce. Sometimes it's not in a statistic, it's a lot in our terms. I think I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but my feeling is more mature in terms of responsibility, in terms of unbeliever. I think he believes more in himself than even last season, I guess. That's good. Maybe a statistic will be wrong, but at the end, our target, like a staff, is make them feel they are better than the previous season, and they can do better and better, and that's good.
Hi, Pep. Vincent Kompany announced yesterday he's having a testimonial at the club. What are your thoughts on it? How much does he deserve it?
Hats off. So 10 years is a lot. Today he remains in the same club. He's incredible. So play the Carabao Cup, and he plays the Carabao Cup like he was the final of the Champions League, you know, and in the locker room and before, during, after the game, and that means a lot for me. So Vincent play 5 minutes. They are going to play the best 5 minutes in his life. He plays Carabao Cup in the first round. We're going to play the best game he can play. That is a good example from field for the rest of our squad. So it doesn't happen. It's not possible to stay in a team like Manchester City 10 seasons. So unfortunately, in the past, it was the injuries. But, you know, the last, I think, month, I would not say last year, but the last month, I feel, you know, he's feeling better, and that is so important.
The game's going to be in August. Do you expect him still to be a Man City player then, because he's in the last year of his contract?
In August, will be a testimonial in August?
Yeah.
Okay. We are in holidays there? No, not could be. We'll be there. But do
you think Vincent will still be a City player because he's... Yeah, you think he will be?
That would be my wish. Yeah.
Thanks, Pep. Can we just clarify, you were talking about Mendy before. Were you unhappy that he went to that boxing match on Saturday night? He posted pictures of himself in London at a boxing event.
No. I'm unhappy. Every player arrived late, not Mendy.
Right.
Every player. I'm unhappy, yeah. You have to be on time because normally when you arrive in time in the game. Mm-hmm. So in the high level, when you arrive a little late in the game, you arrive late.
So you were okay that he went to a boxing match even though he had a foot injury? You were okay? You didn't mind that he went to that? That was okay?
Problem, yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
Pep, Riyad Mahrez has got 3 goals in
boxing is so important in England. So in Spain nobody cares, but he is so important. So we have to follow him. It's like golf. Golf in Spain is more followed too.
As Mahrez seems to have taken a little bit of time to adapt to your methods in his new environment, is he playing the way you want him to play now in these last 2 games?
I don't have that feeling. He didn't take time to adapt the way we want to play. Not at all. If we review our pre-season in the States when we were so young and the way he played against Liverpool, Dortmund and Bayern Munich, he was outstanding. He was adapted because he was in the lineup because I decided to play with another players. But every time he played so good. And of course, it's important for the squad, for his confidence. But he's a guy who came here for not just a few months, for years. And from the beginning, we didn't have any doubts about his quality and his commitment, and we adapt quick because the players with that mentality, the courage to play, that doesn't feel the pressure, and in the bad moments always make a step forward. This quality in the short spaces. Playing different position, vision the pass, the score goals. So he had that in Leicester. So we knew that he were able to do that here.
Okay,
thank you.